Get out of Taipei for a bit with Voice of South Taiwan. Each week, join us in discovering the best that the southern side of the country has to offer. You'll uncover a part of Taiwan that you never knew you needed to know. The moon guitar used to be heard everywhere in Taiwan. The folk instrument is played while singing and is referred to as a lute or as the yueqin. Yoko is the administrator of the Taiwan Yueqin Folk Song Association.
There's a four-string Chinese lute called 软弦, and after it has been introduced into Taiwan, Taiwanese changed the structure and the tonality, so it becomes with a longer neck, yeah, compared to Chinese the short neck and the fourth string. It is the most common instrument played by Taiwanese maybe more than 100 years ago before the Western instrument come into Taiwan. So you can see many traditional performers.
Jen Shyu is based in the United States and has a long and rich career as a musician. She was trained in classical Western instruments and she is half of Taiwanese heritage.
I wasn't interested in music from Taiwan really until college. And after I graduated, I met these jazz musicians who were Asian American, who looked like me, and actually inspired me to look inward at my ancestry and as inspiration for my creative work. And I had never done that before. I was born and raised in such a non-diverse environment in Peoria, Illinois. I experienced a lot of racism and ostracization. And I was 22, 23 at the time when I met them. I wanted to name them so that they're Francis Wong and John Jang and Jenny Lim. Those are three main. And that's when I kind of formed my dream of returning to Taiwan.
Nowadays, the yueqin is her main instrument.
And because there were these folk songs that my fourth grand auntie had given to my father. She mailed them, snail mailed them from Taiwan to our little home in Peoria. And I didn't look at them until my mentors, oh, maybe you want to check them out. And so I ended up making arrangements of these melodies. And these melodies were in the sheet music was kind of already in Western notation with just the melody written out. And then in Chinese characters with the lyrics, so usually 3 or 4 verses of lyrics. And there was no accompaniment written. It was just the melody. That it's funny because one of the melodies was like dun da 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 la na 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 da 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 da. And later, when I did go to Taiwan and was it my first trip as an adult, seeking more about this music. It was 2003, and then I heard this song. It was like, oh, this was the actual. This must have been the melody that sheet music was based on.
The moon guitar used to be everywhere in the streets and played by humble people trying to attract clients to their little shops. The instrument was also brought back to public consciousness by a movie.
Most of young people doesn't know about the yueqin, and it became famous since 2008. There's a movie called 海角七号, Cap Number 7. It is like a love story movie, and in the movie, there's a actor played the yueqin, and the movie becomes very popular in Taiwan. So I think it is kind of a momentum for Taiwanese people know yueqin.
Hengchun is a small town at the southernmost tip of Taiwan. This is where the movie takes place and also where Jen traveled to reconnect with the instrument and her roots.
My desire is to dig deeper into this music because I knew, just notes on a page, that sheet music as a resource. I knew that wasn't really, the authentic, the source. So I decided to go and seek the real source. Luckily, I got to meet these beautiful elders, and I met Zhu Sun, who was, sadly has passed away, but was a real master. And then I got to learn from Chen and also Zhang Zhigui. So those are my three main teachers who, I learned from. And of course I got to hear and meet many other elders. It was amazing I was introduced through a mentor of mine. He introduced me to some people he knew in Hengchun, and some people who knew some of these elders. So it was a very beautiful to meeting these elders.
So let's go to Hengchun and meet the people. A handful of students learn to play and sing under the guidance of a woman they refer to as a national treasure of the moon guitar. She is over 90 years old and they call her Ama, which is grandmother in Taiwanese.
There's all kinds of happiness. One is that when she just started to learn, and then when she can sing and play. Oh, she was very happy because she was proud of herself. And another one is that she's on the stage and play and sing, and everybody give her a pull. Then she was very happy. But then another thing is that she's now teaching students and pass on all the traditional folk songs. When she saw the students can sing exactly like she taught, then she was extremely happy. So there's all kinds of different happiness.
Ama is Sheng-in, one of the elders that Jen mentioned meeting before. An elderly man, Wu Tengzon, is also referred to as a treasure.
At the beginning, he doesn't know why. It's about 38 years old. Was another Chen Da Dan Da. He is also quite famous of playing the mu guitar. Very, very old. Before Zhu Sun. And he passed away. And there's a few people think that, Chen Da passed away, nobody passed on. So everybody feels sad. So then I just have a small community and started from his community. And he came, he thought, okay, 30-something going to be 40, and then he need to have a hobby. So when he's old, he can, at least like playing some music instrument as a hobby, and it would be great. So at the beginning, he doesn't know why. He just followed what the community was doing, and after that, he become one of the life treasures now.
Among their students, a woman in her early 20s has been singled out as the next master of the instrument.
I like the moon guitar, the voice, and I think it's so special for me. It's a part of my life, a long time. So I think the special things should be promote and protect.
Jiao Fangshou comes all the way from Tainan every week to study the moon guitar for several days.
Every day is so hard to practice and sing a song. Grandma is dang da la lang dang dang da la lang dang dang da lang dang dang dang. No, do re mi fa sol la si do. It's hard because I only heard and learned it and do it. Nobody can tell me how to learn it, how to practice, how to performance. I just only practice by practice, day by day. And when I sleep, I dream my dun 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 dun. Yeah, I know it's so crazy, but it's true. It's my daily life.
The moon guitar does not follow the chromatic scale that most musicians are used to, which is a challenge for learners. Two schoolgirls are also among the students.
Because my great-grandfather, he learned, so I like it, and then I just joined the school club. That's why I started. Zhu Sun is also he passed away long ago, and that's her great-grandfather, one of the treasure of the moon guitar.
So you want to be the next treasure?
你想要变国宝吗？
Yes.
Okay.
You think your sister will be the next treasure?
你觉得她会变国宝吗？
会。
Yes.
The elder sister is 13 and already teaches the younger one, but she also seeks advice from the apprentice and how to learn the folk songs better.
I give her advice is listen, grandpa and grandmom told it, talk and how to breathe. Because breathing is important things of how to present. Breathing is how to break the sentence and slow down. You have to slowly and listen but your guitar is not important for the folk song. The most important things of folk song is sing. Sing is the most important things.
Good.
Yes.
Because you can practice by your life. The folk song should be from the human life or your life or everybody's life. It can say your emotion or your everything, but it should be from you because it's your folk song. So do it and be happy because this thing is so hard.
Singing is an entire part of the folk culture besides the guitar itself. When Amma shares the story of her life, she also says it was her voice that started her long journey to become a treasure.
She can sing since she was a little girl, like 18 years old. And her voice was so beautiful. So there is a master of the Mu guitar master called Tuan, and then he met her and said, "Wow, your voice is beautiful," and then it really matched the Mu guitar. So then want her to become the master, and then she can pass on to the next generation. So since then, she got the mission. Like she really wanted to complete this mission. Well, she felt a bit disappointed because everybody is nowadays in the pop music and the fashions. They always want people to sing do re mi fa so, like quite accurate. But Mu guitar and then Hengchun folk songs is life. It's not like okay, you can only sing this way and this way and this way. No, it's quite flexible and it's like a vivian. You cannot it's quite free. The spirits of it is the freedom. Quite a long time people they don't want to learn Mu guitar. They just want to learn like the fashion guitar. She insists. So at the beginning she started with 5 students only, and most of them are like a housewife. And then she just called them and then come to her house and then started to pass on all of these little things. So that's like 60 years now. She was quite happy until now. The Hengchun folk songs music group was set up, and because of the managers of South Taiwan, and all of these folk songs were like restrive, and then everybody can notice that this is quite a very important Taiwanese music treasure. She was quite pleased that nowadays you can see the young kids and happy to pick it up and then continue with this tradition. She will continue singing to the last breath.
But the moon guitar is not only about old songs. Some write new songs as well.
And when he found, this tune and this lyrics can match together, that will make him really happy. Most of the songs he wrote is all about his life and all about his life experience. But because he's now 70-something, almost 80, if he didn't practice, then he's always forget.
Jen Shyu also wrote and recorded songs.
So after that trip, I came back to New York and started writing new music, and a lot of that is on my album Jade Tongue, and then later I recorded a solo album called Inner Chapters. So and then on that album I have like my kind of interpretations of exactly what my teachers taught me.
The folk instrument is still alive thanks to elders who pass their knowledge to eager students. In Hengchun, Amma and her students perpetuate the tradition. And around the world, the sound of the moon guitar still resonates.